Have you ever walked through life believing you blend into the background, only to discover that others see a radiance you've never acknowledged? Like morning dew catching the first rays of sunlight, your true presence often sparkles in ways invisible to your own eyes. We spend countless hours scrutinizing our reflections, cataloging flaws and imperfections, yet remain blind to the magnetic force field we unconsciously create. What if I told you that the universe is constantly sending you signals, subtle whispers and gentle nudges, confirming what others already know? You are far more captivating than your inner critic allows you to believe. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery. If this message resonates, consider subscribing to explore more paths toward authentic self-understanding. When you walk through a forest, do you notice every flower that turns toward the sun? No, but the flowers still turn. This ancient observation speaks to a profound truth about human attraction and connection. You move through your days perhaps feeling ordinary, unremarkable, even invisible. Yet around you, people are responding to your presence in ways so subtle that your conscious mind dismisses them entirely. Like those flowers following the sun's path, others orient themselves toward your energy without you ever noticing the dance. Consider Sarah, a graphic designer who spent years convinced she was the wallpaper of every social gathering. She would arrive at meetings early, position herself in corners, speak only when necessary. One morning, she arrived at her favorite coffee shop to find her usual vanilla latte already paid for. The barista smiled knowingly, but wouldn't reveal her benefactor. A week later, a colleague she'd barely spoken to forwarded her portfolio to 3 potential clients, just because your work deserves to be seen. These weren't random acts of kindness. They were responses to an attractive force Sarah couldn't perceive in herself. Have you noticed similar patterns in your own life? Those moments when strangers hold doors a beat longer than necessary, when conversations seem to flow more easily in your presence, when people remember details about you that surprise you. These aren't accidents, they're signals. Your body speaks, a language older than words, and others unconsciously translate its messages. Watch carefully next time you're in conversation. Notice how the person across from you gradually adopts your posture, matches your speaking rhythm, mirrors your hand, gestures. This synchronization isn't manipulation, it's attraction in its purest form. When someone's nervous system decides you're safe, interesting, worth knowing, their body automatically begins this ancient dance of connection, but you dismiss it. Don't you? They're just being polite, you tell yourself. It means nothing. Here's what you're missing. Politeness has limits. Genuine mirroring transcends social courtesy. When someone unconsciously matches your energy, they're revealing something profound about how you affect them. Their body is voting yes to your presence, even if their conscious mind hasn't counted the ballots yet. The heart sees what the eyes cannot. The soul recognizes what the mind denies. Think about the last time a stranger complimented something specific about you. Not just nice shirt, but the way you laugh makes everyone around you smile, or your kindness to that cashier didn't go unnoticed. These aren't throwaway observations, they're confessions. When someone notices and voices these details, they're admitting they've been studying you, collecting data about what makes you singular. You might argue that compliments are just social lubricant, meaningless pleasantries. But consider this. In our increasingly disconnected world, genuine compliments have become precious currency. People guard their authentic appreciation, rationing it carefully. When someone offers you specific, thoughtful recognition, they're investing something valuable in you. They're saying, I see you, and what I see matters enough to voice aloud. Remember the last time you felt compelled to compliment a stranger? What moved you to break through the barriers of social anonymity? Something about that person created a resonance within you, a recognition that demanded expression. The same force operates when others approach you with their observations. You create that resonance more often than you realize, yet you've trained yourself to deflect these gifts, haven't you? Someone says, you have such a warm presence, and you immediately respond with, oh, I'm actually quite anxious most of the time. They notice your creativity, and you point out your failures. This isn't humility, it's blindness. You're so focused on your internal narrative of inadequacy that you cannot receive the truth others offer freely. Water seeks its own level. Energy recognizes its match. Walk down any busy street and pay attention to the eyes that find yours. Not the blank stares of urban automatons, but the brief connections that carry warmth, curiosity, recognition. These micro-exchanges happen so quickly, your conscious mind barely registers them. Yet they leave traces, a slightly elevated mood, a sense of being seen, a whisper of possibility. These fleeting connections aren't random. Eye contact is one of humanity's most intimate gestures, more revealing than words, more honest than smiles. When strangers offer you genuine eye contact, not aggressive staring, but open acknowledgement, they're responding to something in your energy field. You radiate a frequency that calls to them, even if neither of you could name what passes between you. Social media, that digital mirror of our times, offers another reflection you've likely misread. You post a simple photo or share a passing thought, expecting it to vanish into the algorithmic void. Instead, it generates unexpected engagement, not from your usual circle, but from people you'd forgotten were watching. They emerge from digital shadows to offer hearts, comments, private messages. "This really spoke to me," they write. "I needed to see this today." You dismiss this as algorithm luck or timing, but patterns don't lie. Your authenticity cuts through the digital noise in ways that surprise you. People scroll past hundreds of posts, yet something about yours makes them pause, engage, respond. This isn't chance, it's recognition. Your unfiltered expression creates ripples that reach further than you imagine. The room changes when certain people enter, not because they demand attention, but because they shift the very molecules of possibility. Have you noticed how conversations shift when you join a group? Not in obvious ways. People don't suddenly fall silent or burst into applause. The changes are subtler. Bodies angle slightly toward you. Voices become more animated. Laughter comes easier. You attribute this to coincidence or your imagination, but energy doesn't lie. Your presence acts as a catalyst, changing the chemical composition of social spaces. Some people drain rooms, others illuminate them. You belong to the second category, more often than you believe. When you enter a space with authentic presence, not performing, not trying, just being, you give others permission to be more fully themselves. This is attraction at its most fundamental level, not just romantic or sexual, but human. You make people feel more alive, more possible, more themselves. Watch how often people seek your opinion in group settings, even on topics where you claim no expertise. Notice how conversations you're part of tend to go deeper, last longer, matter more. This isn't because you dominate or perform, it's because your energy creates safe space for authentic exchange. You're a harbor in the storm of social superficiality. Though you've convinced yourself you're just another wave, we are all walking universities, teaching lessons we don't know we're giving. Your friends confide things they might not even admit to themselves. "I wish I had your confidence," they say, while you're privately battling imposter syndrome. "Your kindness inspired me to be better," they confess, though you see only your moments of irritation and impatience. These aren't polite fictions. They're reporting what they observe from the outside, unfiltered by your internal critic. The gap between how others see you and how you see yourself isn't delusion, it's perspective. You live inside your struggles, your doubts, your moments of weakness. Others see your resilience, your growth, your moments of grace. Both views are true, but you've given all your attention to one while dismissing the other. Consider how often people approach you for advice, comfort, or simply presence. They choose you from all available options, trust you with their vulnerabilities, seek your specific energy. This isn't accident or convenience. It's recognition of qualities you possess but cannot see from inside your own experience. The universe conspires to show us our worth through the eyes of others, yet we close our own eyes and claim darkness. Small synchronicities follow you like breadcrumbs on a path you refuse to see. The stranger who helps you when your car breaks down, staying longer than necessary, making sure you're truly okay. The job opportunity that appears through someone you barely know who just had a feeling you'd be perfect. The invitation that arrives just when you need it most from someone who thought of you randomly. These aren't random. Nothing is random when it comes to energy exchange. You broadcast a signal that attracts assistance, opportunity, connection. People feel pulled to include you, help you, know you better. Not from pity or obligation, but from genuine magnetic attraction to what you offer the world. Yet you explain it all away, don't you? Lucky timing, kind people, coincidence. You've become so skilled at dismissing evidence of your own attractiveness that you've created an alternate reality where you're invisible, unremarkable, easily forgotten. This story serves no one, least of all you. Turn your gaze inward now. Ask yourself these questions, not with judgment, but with curiosity. When was the last time someone went out of their way to help you, and how did you explain it away? What compliments do you receive repeatedly that you've never truly accepted? How often do you catch people mirroring your gestures, matching your energy, seeking your presence? What would change if you believed, truly believed, that others see light in you that you've learned to ignore? The path forward isn't about becoming more attractive, it's about recognizing the attraction you already embody. Stop apologizing for the space you occupy. Stop deflecting the recognition others offer. Stop explaining away the synchronicities that follow you like loyal companions. Your work isn't to become worthy of attention, it's to accept that you already are. The signals surround you daily. The mirrored gestures, the specific compliments, the warm glances, the unexpected opportunities. These aren't illusions or misunderstandings. They're reflections of a truth you've been too afraid to claim. You are seen. You are valued. You are far more magnetic than your inner critic allows you to believe. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you're ready to explore more truths hiding in plain sight. The journey toward authentic self-recognition begins with one simple shift: choosing to believe what others have been trying to tell you all along. See you next time. Keep your eyes open, your mind curious, and your spirit evolving.